Welcome, my people. No be small thing, no wonder shall never end. But I dey like make something like this they happen sometimes so that people will know say they no be God and they don't know everything. Say they no be God and no be them they dictate wetin dey happen for other people. My people, now don't hear. They say Umuoji people, Umuoji community kinsmen, as the kinsmen of Judy Austin people, they have rejected Yuledochie as in-law. Because according to them, Yuledochie and Judy Austin has brought a lot of shame and reproach to the community that is known for their gentle life and their simple life. Right now on the social media, everybody sees Umuoji as one of the worst place to go and marry, and the thing has started affecting their them, affecting their wives and their daughters. That even their sons self, anywhere they go, nobody they try to recognize them, because whenever you mention yourself or you introduce yourself as from Umuoji, the first person they will remember is the Mogalo family, because the Mogalos has brought a very big shame to the Umuoji community, and that is very bad. So the community is not very happy over everything. So, but wait, they don't complain about this for a long time. Even when they had a home and abroad meeting last time, during the August meeting, they discussed it in the August meeting that they are going to sanction the Mogalo family if they continuously hear what is happening. But right now, right away, my people, before they can do their New Year meeting and New Year's resolution, as the Christmas is approaching and people are coming back, suggestions are coming that since Yuledochie did not marry Judy Austin normally, because a question was raised in their last kinsman meeting. In their last meeting, a question was raised that how was the traditional marriage done? How was the bride price done? They now discovered that actually there was no bride price paid on that day. And secondly, they didn't even see the people that are marrying the pikin. So everything was party as if it's a introduction party or coming to know your house party, something like that, because that's what they would call it. Because one, recently they have discovered that Yuledochie, who was not there that day, didn't send any representative. Two, because they told the people that the first son of Yuledochie was there that day and he represented the father. Then, but the mother had no representative. So they said since Sapet sent a representative, that means he's aware of it. But later along the line, when issues are coming up, they discovered that Yuledochie didn't send anybody. In fact, the first son that was there came there on his own, just in a solidarity with what the brother is doing, not because anybody sent him and not because it was agreement of the family. The family didn't actually agree that somebody should represent them in this whole thing. So that was why they didn't see anything about it. So the Umuoji people then that everything has come to their conviction right now that all these things are scam. The marriage of Judy Austin and Yuledochie is a big scam. And the scam now, they are also using it to tarnish the image of the community, and the community will not sit down and allow anybody to tarnish their image. And they now said, okay, if anybody will stand up and say Judy Austin and Yuledochie are bringing shame to the community because Judy Austin family are not good, they are doing this, say you should come and tell us in the process or with evidence how Judy Austin was married to Yuledochie. According to them, they say Judy Austin and Yuledochie are not married. They are in a situation. In fact, they are committing adultery because they know that Judy Austin is married to Mr. Obase, who they are struggling to reconcile with before, and later how they say they forced the man to carry the bride price, they don't know. At a point they told them that they have settled with the man has taken his bride price. The next thing they see that another person is coming to marry, and they were waiting to submit their list. There was no day they went to the secretary to collect the list. There was no day they called the community that the people want to pay bride price. All they see was a party where so many people gathered, eat, drink, and Judy Austin and Yuledochie wear clothes and go. So there's no normal Umuoji process of marriage that was observed that day, because there should have been a place where the elders will sit down with the elders of the kinsmen of the bride the kinsmen of the groom and the kinsmen of the bride should have sat together and discuss and negotiate, because it's not about giving money, it's not about carrying the woman, it is about understanding what it is to marry from Umoji, understanding what it is to marry from their community and their kindred, understanding how they value their daughters and how they give their daughters out. All those things were not observed, and that's the most important thing about the traditional wedding. They both the 3 days, the 4 days own or 4 weeks traditional, 4 weeks ebanku and the 8 weeks ebanku, none of them was done, and as such they cannot count Yuledochie as an in-law. So the Umoji community are unanimously dissociating themselves from the marriage of Judy Austin and Yuledochie. So anybody that is talking about that should not attribute them to the Umoji people again. It's getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter every day, my people, my people. Hey, no wonder the devil is black. My people, that they see this kind of thing, I don't even know what I did do and they talk. They say the people angrily come out and say, see, nobody should attribute, nobody should have anything to do when you are talking about Judy Austin and Yuledochie. Don't mention Umoji name in your name, because Umoji people say they are very good people, they are not bad people. So that Judy Austin and more gallows should know how to behave in order not to be attributing their queer character and their bad attitude as general attitude of the Umoji people. My people, no be smart. You don't say every day we dey here, they tell on us say that thing where Yuledochie do is one of the greatest sin you can commit against marriage. Hiring people to go and marry a woman. It is a betrayal. It is very bad. If you cannot present yourself or present the woman you want to marry before your own people, or if your own people cannot follow you to go and marry, something is wrong somewhere. If you are a woman and the man that wants to marry you could not lift up his community people to come and join him to go and marry you, and he just carried people he saw on the road, to the extent of going to a Chanja market to go hire people, when they don't sell, get tired, to the extent of going to a Chanja market, hire people and use them to come and marry you. I fear there is a problem there. If you have a man as a friend or as a suitor who cannot introduce you to his family, his real family, but he's introducing you to one man, he said, this is from my maternal home, this is my mother's brother, this is my father's uncle from the maternal place, this is all those far relationship. Ask him, don't you have a cousin, a brother, an uncle, a first uncle, a first cousin? Don't you have somebody very close relation that you can at least let me know one of your close relation? He will tell you, they are very bad people. That, hey, when he starts, they are very bad people. I don't want them to know what I'm doing, and you know that that's a very bad signal. Okay, you now want to enter the family of bad people, the family where they are suspecting themselves. They don't want to tell people that they are even marrying you, so that they will not buy you or buy him. Will you still continue? So that one is not an excuse. But I know desperate people can still go. That one are normal. Desperate people will still go because they are desperate. Desperate people will still say, okay, anyhow, people are bad, I know them. And that's why it still be for my family, especially those that came out from polygamous family, they will go. You understand? Because not everybody actually. They will go and say, because they are already used to conflict. Conflict is not anything, they can manage it, because there are people who, if they don't stay where there is conflict, they don't go fit survive. So they can manage conflict, it's not an issue to them. So there are so many people around like that who it's not an issue to them actually. But what I want to say is, anytime you are getting married and the man finds it difficult to introduce you to the closer, he has a brother in this town or in the town where you guys are, and he cannot introduce you to his brother. He has a sister, he can't introduce you to the sister, but he's introducing you to his mother's brother. All those are fake people. This is what Yuledochie did by going to a Chanja market to go and hire people, going to a Momano market in Onitsha, go and hire people and tell them that this is the chief of Nteje, this is the elder of Nteje. Those things are far. Just use them and deceive the people around that day and carry Judy Austin and go. But the truth of the matter is that Judy Austin and Yuledochie are in a situationship. They know what they are doing. It's not as if they were deceiving anybody. They are already deceiving themselves. They know what they're doing. They don't want people to know what happened. Do you realize that the day Yuledochie went to Judy Austin's place, there was no film, not even a small cell phone record, not even a small cell phone picture or video record. Nothing was recorded down, no evidence. Then how can you now come to say they are married? And this is exactly what these casemen are saying, that you can't just say you have come to our place and married. We have a process of marriage, and anybody that come to marry from our place, it's on record that so day when this Edith Mogalo's daughter was married, this is what and what was collected, and this are what and what was not collected. This one goes to the traditional ruler, this one goes to the Ozo people, this one goes to the Nze people, this one goes to the elders, this one go to the general people. So that is how we collected, and that's how we do it. But in a situation, there's no record of those things anywhere. There's no record of it, and there's no information, there's no advice, there's nothing that we can say this is what happened on that day. How can you now come out and say that Judy Austin Uchechukwu Mogalo was married one so day? There's no record of the marriage, and because there's no record of the marriage, it's not supposed to be attributed to the Umoji. My people, they say Umoji people are saying this thing because the issue on ground, especially on the media space, allegedly has it that nobody should marry from Umoji because they are diabolic people, they are wicked people, their daughters, they snatch people's husband, and destroy their homes and everything. That's what they are now attributing Umoji to. And the people are becoming so agitated about it, they are not very happy. In fact, if it is possible, they would have even be fighting about it, because it is tarnishing and assassinating the image of the people. Their image is at stake, and that's not good. The people are not happy about it. My people don't be smart, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them because the people don't see something, and because of that, they have declared that no place in Umoji, Umoji record, that Yuledochie is married to Judy Austin. So as such, Yuledochie is not an in-law, or should not be recognized as an in-law in Umoji community. The kinsmen signed. Number one. Number two, they don't have any record of having a transaction or a transactional relationship with Yuledochies and the Mogalos in their kinsmen, because if it happens, they would have had the record, and there's no such record. And number three, that every mistake or evil or everything that is not good that Yuledochie, Judy Austin, and the Mogalo families are doing, nobody should attribute it, or nobody should connect it, or nobody should hang it on the head of Umoji community, because Umoji community is a very peaceful, loving, and very good people. They are not people, they don't cheat, they don't snatch husbands. Most of them are in one wife, one husband. They don't even practice polygamy so much. Polygamy is optional to those who need it. It is not everybody that likes polygamy. And Umoji people does not force anybody to marry them. Neither do they force anybody to go into marriage. They don't force their daughters to marry anybody. Neither do they force anybody to marry their daughters. They are not desperate, because they have beautiful daughters and handsome young men, and they are also very good trained people. So as they are saying that Judy Austin is not well trained, it has nothing to attribute to Umoji, because even the papa and the mama, they don't train them for village. Now so they keep them for town. They don't even know they don't even know the boundary in their lands in the village. And tomorrow now, that one will even start raining, start raking again. So Umoji people are dissociating themselves. I don't blame them, actually. I don't blame them. You understand? I don't still they disturb people like that. You still they disturb people like that. This 28th century, no, this 22nd century, not 28. This 22nd century, now they disturb people like that. It is very bad, my people. So my people, no be smart, Judy Austin papa, he don't they cry, Judy Austin mama don't they cry, because because of this thing that's happened, they say they are about to ostracize Judy Austin papa and mama from the community. And the community had already threatened that if things continue the way it is, Judy Austin mama and Judy Austin papa no go associate with anybody, they no go buy market with anybody, they no go visit anybody, they no go relate with anybody, that they will find a way, cut off their relationship with the people, anywhere, any day, and cut off everything. So my people no be small thing o, na so the gist reach our table. I say make I touch light am with una.